Peace family, what is going on? It's Ben, welcome back to another practice. Today we will start with some breath. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat. You can always sit on a block. I usually like sitting in a supported Virasana type position with a block and then seated on my shins. Lift up through the spine, through the top of the head. Relax through the shoulders. Find your breath for today. Let these breaths be steady, calm, grounding. And go ahead and reach the arms up overhead. We'll create like a V-like shape with the arms, and then bring the hands into cups. Cups that could like hold water in them. Then feel the wrapping of your armpits, feel how this kind of opens the shoulders, and then kind of lift the chest a little bit, bring the lungs to the front. Take a big breath in. Take another inhale. Pause. Open the mouth, exhale. Good. From here, bring both hands in and begin just tapping your chest. Use this tapping to bring yourself further into the present moment, into sensation, into your physicality, into your reality. Good. And then reach the arms back up into this kind of V shape, hands forming into cups. We'll take an inhale as we tap the right hand in, tapping the chest. We'll take an exhale as we tap the left palm in. It goes. So it's like a bellows breath, like a Bhastrika breath, an energizing style of pranayama. And just let the breath flow. You can even let your upper body kind of rock side to side. You can feel your pelvis kind of tilt left to right. Just inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Slow down or speed up depending on your preferences, but let this bring kind of a little bit of a fiery energy, like you could kind of stoke the fire a little bit, build the fire, toss some more wood in, and let the fire kind of build. Inhale, exhale, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Keep it going here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, relax the arms down, shake out the arms a few times, and then reach the arms overhead, hook the thumbs one in front of the other, reach the palms up and back, take an inhale, 3 sips through the mouth, 3 more sips through the mouth, 1 more sip through the nose, hold it, cactus your arms, exhale, lift the chest. Bind the palms behind your low back, interlace the fingertips, pull the knuckles down, lift the chest, and look up. Release your bind gently. Reach your hands up to the sky again. This time straight up to the sky, begin flashing the palms. Flash the palms to energize through the wrists, through the fingertips. This will come in handy in today's practice. Keep flashing the palms, find that energy. Feel the energy lift up, 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 up. Just find nice full breaths at your own pace. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Relax the arms down, roll the shoulders up and back a couple times. Welcome to practice, everybody. Whew. All right, let's get started. Downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Old faithful, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, go ahead and inhale, roll forward into plank pose. Exhale, take a chaturanga. Inhale, take an upward facing dog, ears open. Exhale, take a chaturanga. Inhale, back up to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward into plank pose. Exhale, take a chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale takes us back to chaturanga. Inhale, back up to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward into plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, back to chaturanga. Inhale, back up to plank. Exhale to downward facing dog. Twice more. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Oops, I forgot the extra chaturanga that time. Oh well. Inhale, roll forward into plank pose. Lucky you. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to plank pose. Exhale to downward facing dog. Lift the right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Step all the way through to the top of the mat, high crescent lunge. Lift the arms up to the sky. Option to bring both palms back to cradle the back of the head, elbows point up to the sky. Lean the back of the head into the palms. Be strong through the back left leg. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step back to plank pose. Lower to chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Back to chaturanga. Back up to plank pose. And then to downward facing dog. Lift the left leg up to the sky. Step through high crescent lunge. Left foot lands top of the mat. Arms lift up. Interlace the fingertips. Option to bring palms back to cradle the back of the head. Elbows point up to the sky. Strong in the back leg. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Hands down. Step back. Plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Chaturanga. Plank pose. Downward facing dog. From down dog, lift the right leg up to the sky. I promise we're done with those transitions. Step the right foot up, high crescent lunge. Arms up to the sky. Option to bring palms back to cradle the back of the head. Lean the head into the hands, elbows up to the sky. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. Just the left hand lowers to the ground. Once the left hand lowers to the ground, side plank, Vashisthasana, on the right, or excuse me, on the left hand. And then, just play with your balance. You have the option to stay on the side plank or go into the wild thing pose or any variation of wild thing pose. And then from here, we'll begin to close it off and pull the right knee into the chest. Step all the way through to the top of your mat. Warrior two. Left heel rotates down. Arms spin open, hips spin open. Welcome to Warrior Two. In your Warrior Two, eagle wrap the arms, left arm underneath the right arm. And then hold there. Reverse the triangle, lift it up. Half bind through the left arm. Balancing half moon. Right hand can lower to the mat, to a block, or maybe today you try floating the right hand. We're quite warm already. From half moon, slowly step to the back of the mat. We'll carry it all the way to Skandasana at the back of the mat. Slowly lower into your full Skandasana. And then sweep it to the top of the mat. We're going to kick the left foot through and then slowly sit to our butt. Come into boat pose. And then from boat pose, begin adding twists. It's a really good twisting warm up for the spine. Keep it going with energy here. Energy doesn't necessarily mean super fast. It's whatever you like for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, roll backwards, and then roll forwards into crow pose. Hands to the mat, knees onto the triceps. You know the deal. Shift forward, find the balance. From crow pose, just drop the feet down, forward fold. Shake out the legs, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious, what have we gotten ourselves into today? Thanks for being here. All right, take a halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, stretch both arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring both hands to your heart. Inhale, reach both hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step both feet back and flow your way back to downward facing dog. Any type of vinyasa that you'd like to move yourself through. Downward facing dog, once you get there, let's inhale the left leg up to the sky and then step the left foot through. High crescent lunge, arms lift up to the sky. Feel free to bring the palms back to cradle the back of your head, elbows point up to the sky. Take an inhale. Exhale, slowly release just the right hand to the ground. Side plank on the right hand. And personally, holding side plank is very hard for me in my wrists. So I like to bring both feet to the ground and then expand a little bit more. Wild thing or flip dog. Go ahead and close it off. Left knee will come all the way in towards the body and step through. Once the left foot lands, warrior 2, roll the right heel down. Spread the arms wide. From warrior 2, go ahead and reverse the triangle. Lift up. Actually, return to warrior 2. And then eagle wrap the arms. Right arm goes underneath the left. How could I forget? Lift the elbows up. Press the forearms away from you. Yoga, there's so much opening up away from the midline. Notice how it feels on your shoulders to kind of hug in toward the center. And then from here, we reverse the triangle. Maybe you half bind the right arm behind your low back as you extend up through the left. Inhale there. Exhale, look to the space out in front of you, balancing half moon. And make it a balance. Try to be light in your left hand so that you can focus on the challenge of balancing on your left foot. Squeeze your shoulder blades together on your back body. Slowly begin to step back. We're headed toward Skandasana at the back of the mat. Slowly lower the hips with control. And then shift to the top of the mat to kick the right leg through. As you kick the right leg through, sit the butt down into boat pose. Same thing, we'll begin moving through those twists side to side. Twisting from the core for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and on 1, roll backwards, and then roll forwards. Crow pose, give it another shot. In the arm balance, look forward. Lift through the hips, lift through the core, and then land the feet forward, fold, shake it out, drop the head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stretch both arms up to the sky. Exhale, lower your hands down to heart center. Inhale, sweep both arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold down to the earth. Inhale, take a halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, hands to the ground, step both feet back and flow your way at your pace back to downward facing dog. Once you land in downward facing dog, go ahead and drop the knees down to the mat. Sit back to the heels. Take what you need for a kind of a personal moment to yourself, whether it's rolling the wrists out or rolling the head around or grabbing a few sips of water. Just give yourself a breath, 2 more breaths here. And then we'll get into it with a few back bends. So from here, we'll bring the fingertips back behind us. And then we'll press through the shins and engage the glutes to bridge the hips up. Drop the head back if that feels all right. Really find the shoulders on the back. And then expand, keep engaging the glutes. You're here for 3, 2. On 1, slowly sit down and take a child's pose. Fold all the way forward. Begin to lift up, and then sit on your knees, or sit on your stand on your knees. That's the word I was looking for. As we prepare for camel pose, Ustrasana. These mosquitoes are really coming for me today. Really coming for me today. Okay, tuck the toes under behind you, or lay the feet flat, your choice. We'll begin with a trust fall, so kind of like camel pose prep. Reach the arms forward, or do whatever you like to do with the arms, and then lean back. As you lean back, engage the core, engage the glutes, and just go as far back as you're comfortable with and that you can support on your own for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up. Bring the hands to the mat to help you. Forward fold. So go ahead and lift the knees up and then forward fold. In your forward folds, as you get here, bring the weight forward towards the toes. Don't let the weight just dip all the way down and settle all the way down by the heels. Continue to bring the currency forward. Set up for trust fall number 2. If you want to take it into full camel, go ahead and do so. Your practice, your choice. I'm going to do 1 more trust fall, and then I'll do full camel on the next round. Go ahead and take your trust fall or your camel pose. And know that no trust fall is too little of a trust fall. So even if your trust fall only feels like a tiny one before you feel like that's going to be going too far, then that's still good work that you are doing. So amazing job. When you're ready to release, release. Use your hands or not to sit back and then help you lift up into forward fold. From forward fold, go ahead and sit back down, drop the knees in front of you for camel pose. Option 1, bring the hands to your hips and just bridge the hips forward until you find your level that you want to be at. Or reach all the way back to the heels, push the hips forward, continue to engage through the legs to create the back bend. And breathe. Begin to release. As you release, Once again, forward fold. Grab opposite elbows, let the head hang, bring the weight forward toward the toes. And then last time, trust fall. Half camel pose, full camel pose. Go ahead and get it. When you're ready to release, go ahead and release and bring your feet or your butt back down to the ground. Excuse me. And we'll move into wide-legged seated forward folds. As you find your folds, this can be a passive fold if you like, or you can engage your thighs a little bit, flex the toes back, wiggle the ankles, right? Let it be as active or passive as you deem fit today. And go ahead and sit up. As you sit up, cross one shin over the other for a nice deep Sukhasana bind of the legs crossing. Or you could take double pigeon here if you are looking for deeper space. And then fold forward. Keep pressing the legs, the knees, the shin bones down into the mat. Or down towards the mat, I should say. Switch legs, switch which leg is in front. Find a nice good cross. So we're not crossing at the ankles, we're really crossing at the shin bone. And then we're breathing, we're exhaling. Slowly release. Lay down onto your back. As you lay down onto your back, take either shoulder stand plow pose or shoulder stand into plow pose. Slowly release, lay on the ground, either in Shavasana or Supta Baddha Konasana with your feet together and your knees open wide. My friends, this is where I will end the practice for you to find ease for a moment for however long you need. So maybe you lay in Shavasana for 3 to 7 minutes. Maybe you meditate. Maybe you take another couple stretches, maybe some twists while you're laying down here on the ground. The journey is yours. All I ask for is that you do so mindfully and you try your best to act in accordance with your higher self for the benefit of all beings, including yourself and others. It's always a pleasure to share space, my friends. Until next time, can't wait to do it again soon. Peace and blessings. Have a great day.